Fuck you, AliExpress.
Welcome to An Aussie in Vietnam.
Oh man, I am so angry. Thank you, AliExpress and Alibaba, for stealing 300 Australian dollars of my money. Want to know how they did it? Very cunning way of saying, fuck you, customer. So, if you want the backstory, listen on. If you want to skip the backstory, just up there, I'll put a time and you can skip forward to the punchline of the story. But listen to the backstory because it's really good. I needed to buy a sleep machine, a CPAP machine. Having trouble sleeping, my weight gained, had it before, knew what the story was. I buy a sleep machine. Couldn't find one in Vietnam. You know what it's like in Vietnam. You go around all these shops. If you've got a sleep machine, come here. They don't understand. And so I thought, okay, what I'll do is I'll go to the true and trusted brand globally. I'll go to Alibaba. So Alibaba's got the retail version of Alibaba, which is called AliExpress. I've bought off them before. I bought my entire bicycle off them and they were good. So I go to Alibaba, AliExpress, find the machine I want. It's 245 US dollars, about 300 Australian. And I buy it. They say, yep, okay, it'll be in Vietnam in 24 days. You've got to pay import duty on it. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. 24 days goes past and arrives in Vietnam, and I get an email from UPS in Vietnam, Miss Tao. And Miss Tao says, oh, we've got your package. You've got to pay import duty. Can you please tell me what it is and what it's used for? I put CPAP machine for sleeping. Anyway, she comes back to me. She says, it's a medical device. You need an import license for a medical device. I went, okay, so how do I get an import license? Thinking, it's just a permit that anyone can get to get a medical device in. Pretty basic. So she gives me a website, and the website, I go to it, and you can't fill it in unless you are a registered company. And there's a snapshot of it there. So I go back to her. Miss Tao, email, of course, everything's got to be email, she can't talk. Miss Tao, at least she's a human, I'll give her that much. Miss Tao, unable to complete the licensing form with the Department of Health because it's only for registered companies to complete. She comes back to me and goes, no, that's not the case. Individuals can apply for a license too. Check again, check the website. Definitely. Checked everything I could. Got my wife to check because she's Vietnamese. Only a company can apply for an import license. So I go back to her and say, okay, is it possible that I can approach a company? Like I can go to one of these medical suppliers and say, hey, can you import my... She goes, no, you can't do that. You've got to apply for it yourself. You're the shipper. Anyway, so emails go to and from. Basically, nothing happens. I contact the supplier saying, hey, has this happened to you before? And they say, no, it's news to us. Bullshit. I'll tell you why in a moment. So the end result was, I went, you know what? I'm just not going to fight the system because in Vietnam, you can't fight the system and win. It's clear the system only allows companies to import medical equipment. I was stupid enough to admit in my first email that it was medical equipment. I could have said it was a sports device or something, help me with training, and it probably would have come straight in. And so I was naive, I suppose, in a way, but, honest, stupid honest me. And so I skipped the banter of trying to get around the system because it wasn't going to happen. Went straight back to AliExpress and said, guys, I want a refund. Please arrange to have this item transported back to China and I will purchase one in Vietnam. To which I did. It cost me double the money, but I bought one I did find one in Vietnam and I bought one and they were actually pretty good. I should have done it in the first place. For the last 30 days or so, the item's been sitting on the dock in storage in somewhere in Vietnam, Hai Phong or Cat Lai or somewhere in Vietnam, okay? And
idiot.
customs clearance won't pass it, not because of a customs clearance, but because they need to have a medical license to get it into the country. Today, I applied for a refund with AliExpress. They come back, not enough information, not enough information, not enough information. I kept on sending copies of the emails and everything, not enough information. Then yesterday I get an email saying, issue resolved. I checked it, no refund, fuck off. All right? And oh man, I got angry. So today I contacted Miss Tao and I said, Miss Tao, can you tell me where this sleep machine is? And her reply was that the sender, the manufacturer or the Alibaba store has blocked return passage. They said, no, we don't want it. We're not paying to get it back. It's not coming back. You keep it. The Vietnam government will not allow it into the country. So it's caught on the dock. Won't go back, won't go forward. They've told AliExpress that it's not their problem. AliExpress has gone, well, guess what, customer? It arrived at your post office. No, but it arrived at your post office, so you've got to go and pick it up and you've got to pay the import duties. No, well, yes, I've got to pay the import duties, but I can't pay the import duties unless I got a freaking medical license. And I keep on explaining that to them. So AliExpress, fuck you. All right. I hope 1 million people see this video and 1 million people know what a freaking bunch of crooks you people are. All right. I have done my money. I can't go to the government and get an exemption. I can't go to a company and ask them to, import it on the side for me. Can't happen. I can't apply for a license. Well, I can apply for a license myself if I register a medical company, have employees, and then apply for a medical license. I don't think I'll get that done in the next 90 days somehow. So I'm just caught between a rock and a hard place. Nothing in Vietnam's going to help me. I've got no consumer affairs to go to. Like, there's no department of complaints like I do back in Australia. Can't send an email or apply for a case to be heard. Can't go to the Chinese government. Can't go to Alibaba or AliExpress because they've gone, fuck you, go away. I've messaged the shop owner and showed the store of the AliExpress store and showed them the email. What do? Block me, of course. Just ignore it. Because if they ignore it long enough and the product vanishes, they go, well, we're not getting a refund because we never got the item back. What a freaking scam. It's an absolute scam. And we all should be aware of this before we start doing stuff. Do you know that Alibaba, AliExpress also own Lazada? This is becoming, this is 1984's, George Orwell's 1984 has arrived, guys. You're looking at it right now. Absolutely no option but to comply and just throw my money out the window. And that part makes me really, really angry. Not a single person will listen. Not a single person will be reasonable. Not a single person will understand the law and apply the law to this situation. And all of them have gone, fuck you, customer. It's our money. Ta-ta. Well, I hope you're rotten hell, AliExpress. And that shop, I'll put the name of the shop up here, but I don't know the name of the shop. That shop, mate, I hope you guys suffer for everything that you've done to me. Because I am absolutely wild. If the situation changes, I'll post another video up to update you. But my gut feeling is that I'm going to do a lot of table bashing, a lot of emailing, a lot of writing, and a lot of shouting. And at the end of the day, you know how much money I'm going to end up with? That much. Just waiting for a email back from UPS to see how much it's going to cost me to send it back to send the item back to China. Hey guys, this is a cut in. This is finished. I was about to go home and I just got this email. So I thought I'd check the email before I walk home. The email was from Miss Tao. When I asked how much is it to send the item back to China, her reply was that I'm not allowed to send the item back to China. That's the sender's responsibility to send it back. Now, interesting that originally she said it was my responsibility to send it back to China.
But now it's the sender's responsibility to send it back to China, and I'm unable to pay for it. So, A, I'm not going to spend more good money after bad. B, I'm further into the corner. I have no way out. He said, I just don't believe it. Thanks, guys. Ray and Aussie in Vietnam. Got more. Amazon's the next one. See you soon.